Hello Taurus, what's going on? I hope you're doing very, very well. My name is Diane, for those of you who don't know me. And this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a general reading for the end of August, beginning of September. But of course, you know, it's timeless. All my readings are timeless. So whenever you happen to find this is when you were meant to see it. You are very welcome here, Taurus. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me at all, I would appreciate that very much as well. Excuse me. All right, let's see what is going on for Taurus. Okay, you have the Hanged Man. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. The Death card. The Judgment card. The Queen of Swords. This kind of wants to be, right, let me see. So you have the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups. So you have a new love coming in here. Someone that you have been waiting for. You have the Death card. Letting go and embracing new beginnings. You have the Judgment card. I feel like this wants to be over here. Queen of Swords. The Two of Wands over here. The Three of Cups. Yep, you're definitely going to be dating someone new. Five of Wands, right. So there was maybe like a little bit of a delay when this person came in, like before this person came in. Because the Queen of Swords, this could be you or the person that you're dealing with, but the Queen of Swords can be like a little reluctant to let new people into their life because they've had some bad experiences. So, you know, they keep people at bay. But like you had to come out of that energy in order for this new person to come in, you know, and be more in this Queen of Cups energy, which is like a softer energy. You know, letting someone love you, letting your walls down, being fully, you know, willing to give yourself to the connection instead of sort of, you know, half in, half out. But Ace of Cups, you know, this is someone new. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. And then the Three of Cups, I embrace joyful opportunities. So definitely someone you're going to be dating. And they're going to make you really happy. It's going to be really fun. You have the Five of Wands here. So this could be a couple of things. Like you have the Death card, which means there's an ending to the Five of Wands energy. So up until this point in your life, there could have been a lot of chaos. You know, you might have lived through a lot of chaos. There could have been a lot of chaotic relationships, or life was very unsettled for you, which would explain why you were in a Queen of Swords energy. If that's the case, that part of your life is over. You can let go of that because there's a new beginning coming in. The Five of Wands can also be like internal conflict about letting this new person in. Sorry, about letting this new person in. That is also, you're also letting go of that so that this new person can come in. Ooh, you have the Emperor. Hello, Daddy. Or Mummy. And let's get one more. The Ten of Swords. Let me reshuffle that. I'm not really sure where that wanted to go. Clarify this Two of Wands, please. The Ten of Wands. Okay. So when this person comes in, King of Wands. Oh, King of Wands, King of Cups. Cuteness. So you could have some strong air in your chart, and this person could have some strong fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, or they're presenting as like a sort of fiery type energy. But at the core, you and this person are both the King and Queen of Cups. So you could have some strong water somewhere, or it could be hidden away in your chart. but you're both like very soft energy at your core. So you're going to get along very well. Two people that have had to, you know, learn to have boundaries with people and not be such a soft touch and protect themselves and things like that. When this person comes into your life, there's going to be less pressure on you, like with the 10 of Wands, like just having someone to even listen to you, or someone that understands you, or someone that's on your side. There's an element of like a partnership here. And when this person comes into your life, you're going to be able to sort of put yourself first more. So yeah, this person could be like a mix of water and fire as well. They could also be a mix of, they could have some Libra in there too. So that wants to go there, and this wants to go here. So you are dealing with, I would say they have some strong fire somewhere in their chart. Excuse me, this person is very successful. They're very ambitious, they're very focused, they're very driven. They're very attracted to you physically. They've been watching you. They're very careful, this person. They've been watching you very carefully. So they have a nice mix. You know, when you have fire like that, they can be associated with like impulsive behavior, but this person's not. Like they're more of an emperor energy. Like they don't rush into things. Yeah, very successful. They could own their own business. They could be like CEO, you know, managerial, stuff like that. They have a lot on their plate, this person. Like they have like a heavy schedule, and you're actually dealing with someone here with the King of Wands who they actually tend to focus more on other people than themselves, this person. So they could be a little bit of a people pleaser. You might have to address that with them at some point. Like, hey, you need to rest, okay? No. I want to do in the house cuddling with you on the sofa. King of Cups, so they could, you know, do all that stuff that I just said. King of Cups, like very supportive, very sweet, very, very grounded. They could have some strong Scorpio also somewhere, this person. There could be some internal chaos that this person also had in the past. They may also, you guys are kind of mirroring each other in some way, like either with the internal chaos, or they could also have come from quite a chaotic background that they've put to bed, put to rest. Like the King of Cups, you know, or the Queen if it's a woman. It could easily be a woman, obviously, if you deal with women. But this sort of energy is like no matter what's happening around them, they're very calm. They're very anchored. So even though they may have come out of chaos, this person is very calm, and they're going to be something of a rock for you. They're very compassionate. They're very loving. King of Cups is very like that. They could even be kind of psychic or very intuitive. They could be very creative. You might be dealing with like a poet, you know, or someone that works in the medical field, or they work for a charity, something like that. They're very intuitive, actually, this person you're dealing with. Their third eye is very, very open. They have a really lovely energy, this person. You're going to feel like very, very called towards this person. Whatever this person does, it is their calling. You're going to find that with this person. You're probably dealing with someone that's in charge. You know, whether it's their own business or they're in charge of other people, they're in charge of stuff, you know. Not really sure why I'm shuffling. That's like a very clear reading. Let's see, what else are we going to pull? I think I need a different deck. So hold on a second, let me get it. Hey Taurus, so I don't know what I've just done to this deck here, but look, you have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. So Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. So you have the Ace, the Two, and the Three of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a soulmate card, obviously. You will have fun with this person though, like the Three of Cups is someone you're going to have a lot of fun with, and you have the Ace of Wands here. So you're going to be very attracted to this person. They're going to be very attracted to you. You're going to be very attracted to them. And you know, there's a nice balance here of like whether you're dealing with a male or a female, of like masculine and feminine energy. So it's not like, you know, overtly masculine, like overtly domineering or anything like that. Like there's a nice kind of King of Cupsy sort of energy. I would say they have some strong Scorpio somewhere, to be honest with you, which probably means they're quite an intense little puppy. You know, Scorpios tend to be quite intense. So we're going to ask what's going to happen with this person. I think you'll actually be very attracted to the softer side of them. If that's something new for you, you know, that might be something new to be attracted to that kind of person. But I think you've been through some kind of change, you know, with the Death card. So you're like embracing new things, embracing new types of people. You're going to really like that they're compassionate. You know, they could do something like working for a charity or, you know, something like that where their compassion is obvious. But like you will have to, excuse me, they are like a people pleaser. No, I don't know if they're a people pleaser, but they don't put themselves first, I would say. You're dealing with that type of energy. It's also, you know, the Wands energy is someone, this person gets a lot of attention. They're going to be very good looking. Okay, what's going to be happening with this person then? I feel like I just dropped all of those cards. What would you like Taurus to know about this new connection that's coming in? The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So you've definitely been through like an ending. With the Hanged Man, you know, you might have even said goodbye to a different relationship. You might have cut someone out of your life and chosen to go this way towards this new person here. Also, the Grim Reaper is Scorpio, so they could, sorry, they could have some strong Scorpio in their chart. But, you know, if you have chosen to walk away from someone to go towards this new person, I can tell you the past person is like, they're still around in your energy. They're not happy. But I feel like maybe you had to be quite tough to cut this person out. So that could be why you were in this Queen of Swords energy. The Dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So this connection will be very light-hearted. I mean, it's going to be very serious as well because you have the Two of Cups, but this is going to be very healing, very different to what you've been used to. The Dragonfly is also like a very spiritual symbol of, I forget what it is, like new beginnings or spirituality or something. You might want to look it up. But this will be, when you have this card with the Three of Cups, you will have a lot of fun with this person. I do not feel like you've had a lot of fun with people in the past, but this person has the whole package. You know, you're going to have a lot of fun. They're going to make you laugh. You're going to be very attracted to them. It's going to feel like your best friend because it's the Two of Cups. You know, they're very fiery. They have a lot of energy. This person has a lot of passion for stuff. They have a lot of energy. And they're also very deep. And they're like, you know, take charge, sort of daddy, mummy sort of energy. And they also have this nice soft side. So I think you've got the whole package here with this person. Yeah, they're going to heal the past. You have healing heart and photographs, so they're going to help you heal from the past, this person. Because I think you were dealing with a snake in the past. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. Yeah, I think you were dealing with some kind of snake in the past. Or generally snakes. Who is still around, by the way, the past one, I would say. They're not going to interfere with this. Because you're not having that. I don't think you're interested at all. But I think the past person will be quite jealous. Just to let you know. Oh, they're just talking about this past person. You have the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So this is what you've come from. Some kind of self-absorbed narcissist. This is obviously why you've been in the Queen of Swords energy. I can guarantee you all of this is a new person because you have the Ace of Cups, okay? But they just, for some reason, they're talking about your past person. So I think you've been through it. This could be one person or like a pattern that you've been through. Like a lot of snakes, toxic relationships. That's why you're in this Queen of Swords energy where you feel like you have to protect yourself. That's done. You don't have to do that with this person. This new person, because you have the Phoenix, new phase. So this is like the Phoenix rising from the ashes here. That's you. Whoa, oh my God, passion. So I don't know if you're worried, like maybe when I said sensitive here, if I don't know if I said that word, I meant to. The King of Cups can be quite sensitive. Maybe you're like, maybe you're like, you haven't met this person yet and you're like, I won't like them. I won't fancy someone new. Yeah, you will. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. You're gonna have a lot of passion with the King of Wands. Like they're very attractive, you know. And there's that having fun again. So you're gonna have a lot of fun with each other, and you're gonna like each other equally. It's not gonna be this half-assed bullshit like you had with this past person, this one-sided thing, you know, where you were doing all the work, but they were just, you know, a lunatic, like taking, you know. Also, this person coming in here, your King of Wands or your Queen of Wands, whatever gender you prefer to call them, they need to have some fun because they have this Ten of Wands. They have a lot of responsibilities. And I do, again, there's something about them, like they're really sweet. They put other people first. Also, they're a speaker. They do something where they speak a lot. So that could be a thing for their job, you know. They speak. They speak for like people that have no voice, or they speak with compassion or something like that. But yeah, they need to have some fun. That's where you come in. They're quite serious though, this person. Okay, you have not today, not dealing, hurt. So this person's been avoiding a conversation because they've been assessing you from afar. Because they really like you. They're very passionate about you. They're very like drawn to you. So they want to make sure that you are who you say you are. Okay, anything else you want to tell Taurus about this new person coming in? No? Nope. Okay, you have heartbroken. Deep hurt, deeply hurt, sad separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So there's a period at the start where, I'm sorry, they won't talk to you. I'm sorry you don't want that message, but it's probably reciprocal because you're protecting yourself, because you're healing. And this person has been heartbroken in the past, or they're heartbroken from something that happened. So they're like, they're going to assess you from afar first, basically. But then, look at that, you have a date. Then they're going to ask you out on a date. Meet someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. So they will come forward at some point, like love call, yeah. When the timing is right, you get, why am I stuttering? Maybe you make them nervous, I don't know. You have love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So when the time is right, you guys will come together and they'll call you and ask you out on a date. Lots of passion, and you have soulmates here. So soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So you guys have a soul contract to be together. You know, you actually have a soul contract. You have the axe to stop the pattern. So I would say maybe this is like the first connection that you guys have had on either side where it's reciprocal. You've obviously had a lot of crap relationships, or one really crap one, and they've had the same where they've been heartbroken. They're not really talking about it, so that's fine. Maybe they don't want to go into it right now, but you guys are designed to sort of break each other's pattern. You guys could both, only take it if it resonates, but you guys could both have like abandonment issues, which would mean, you know what happens when you have abandonment issues, even if it's not like a parent that left or a caregiver that left, it can be that you had caregivers that were emotionally unavailable, which basically you have the same symptoms as if they weren't there. So what that can manifest as is you chasing inappropriate people because, excuse me, you have like emotional intimacy issues, and you know subconsciously if you chase people that don't want to be in relationships, you'll never be in a relationship and they won't abandon you. And also sometimes with abandonment wounds, like spirit will keep giving you people that like abandon you. You know, like you're always chasing them and they're always running away or they just vanish. To help heal the abandonment wound, you could have been with people that gave you the silent treatment if you didn't do what they wanted, you know, things like that. So, but you have sunglasses here, so this person is watching you first. They're going to watch you for a while first. So this is like a very fluffy, lovey reading, so we're just going to go with it, and we're going to get some messages from this person. Your past person is here as well. They're saying that they're sorry. Your past person is saying they're sorry, but you know what? It's too little too late. So right. What would this new person like to say? Okay, you're going to be hearing from this person. Excuse me. If you already know them, you're going to be hearing from them soon. You have the 8 of Wands here. And you might be meeting them soon as well. You know, one of the things this person really likes about you, yeah, the Page of Wands. Oh man, you're going to be hearing from this person soon if you already know them. Or like I said, you could be meeting them soon. There's something about a message. 8 of Wands, Page of Wands. There's something about a message. And it's next to love call as well. I have to keep it PG because of YouTube, the YouTube overlords, but they really love talking to you. It could be the sound of your voice that they really like as well, but they really, really love talking to you. They feel like when you talk to them, like they're swept off their feet. So I guess you're very charming, Taurus. I think, you know what, when you meet this person, I want to say like when you start talking properly, whenever that occurs in the relationship, you guys are just going to fall in love. So that's probably why it doesn't come together right away, because you guys are doing your healing separately, because then when you come together, it's just like you just fall in love. That's going to be, you know, this person is very attractive with the King or Queen of Wands. Like they're very handsome or very beautiful, but that's not why you're going to fall in love with them. You're going to fall in love with them because they're so sweet and because you really love talking to them. That's why. And because you're going to have a lot of fun. I think they're going to make you laugh. But the fact that they're gorgeous is just like a bonus, you know. What would this new person like to say to Taurus? Okay, you have the Star, you are my wish come true, which is why they're like suspicious, because you have the whole package, so they're like, it's not real. Yeah, they really need to have some fun. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Lean on me, I will support you every step of the way. So that's something that they're saying to you. That's a message, like they'll support you. But they really like that they feel like you're like a Queen of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles if you're a male watching this. But that's an energy that's very grounded, very, very capable of running their own lives. You know, very independent. You could already have children. Like you could be a single mum or a single dad. They really like this grounded energy because they feel like it will be reciprocal. Not that they want you to like, you know, look after them or whatever, but there's an energy of like, oh, this person's not, you know, freaking helpless. Like they're not just going to latch onto me like a vampire and suck me dry. Like there's a reciprocity here where they will comfort me too when I need it. You know, they'll be like emotionally supportive for me too. There's something about the way that you speak that they find to be very supportive, or they feel like you would be very supportive. Anything else this new person would like to say to Taurus? You have the Three of Pentacles. I look forward to working together on our goals. That's like very sensible, you know. So for one thing with the Three of Pentacles, they want it to start on a solid basis. So, you know, with the Three of Cups here, you guys could be friends for a bit or something like that first. If that's the case, I feel like the friendship thing will be when you're both healing. I don't feel, there's something about like a conversation that you're going to have that once that happens, I just feel like you're going to be like in love, basically, once you really start talking. But so I guess that's maybe a short healing period at the start. They could also want to work on something with you. This person. Right, I'm going to leave those there and I'm going to get some random oracle cards for you for advice, Taurus. To see what they want to nag you about, because there's always something that they want to nag you about. You know, we've had like 7 seasons in one day today. Like it was pretty sunny earlier, you know, for Scotland. And then it was like something from like Braveheart where all the mist and the rain came down. Ah, the rain's fallen straight down, slightly to the side like. And now it's kind of brightened up again. So, right. What messages do you have for Taurus? Oh, I like that card. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. Okay. You know, there's a bunch of messages coming through, so take what resonates, okay? Or take what you want. This might be a good time for you just before this person comes in to slow down so you can heal. Whether that is to do with like, I feel like you're honestly, I feel like if you found this reading, you're mostly out of this emotional healing period, but it could be like like a physical, like you need to rest, or your health or something like that's been coming through in a couple of the daily readings. So it's for someone. You know, if that's the case, obviously I know you work and stuff, presumably, or you have a lot going on, but as much as you can, just try and like slow down and, you know, make space for like a physical healing or something like that. Yeah, I think that's the only message from that card. What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus? Okay, I'm going to go into a different deck over here. I'm going to go into this one. You guys are going to be super happy together. Like really, really happy. You guys are going to be really cute. You know, it's actually kind of cute, like how They've been really watching you. They've been really keeping an eye on you and like assessing you. It's cute. This person's cute as hell. Okay. What else do you have for Taurus? Any other messages for Taurus? You have Jupiter, go big or go home. This person you're dealing with has some strong Jupiter in their chart. I don't really know what that means because I'm not an astrologer. Like, I find it all very confusing, but I think they have an element of luck, this person. I also don't know if Jupiter is connected to Scorpio or something like that somehow. This person you're dealing with, they're quite big. Like, they have a big personality. They're pretty confident. You're dealing with someone pretty confident. And give me one more card for Taurus. 10th house, keep it professional. Oh, I see. Okay, so this person here, you're going to know them through work or something like that. You know, either you're going to work together, or you're going to meet them at their place of work, or they're going to meet you at your place of work. There's something about, you know, there's a reluctance on their part at first to cross this line from work into love. I think that's why at first they don't come forward, because they're trying to keep it professional. Also, the 10th could be important. The 10th of September or the 10th of October, or whenever you're watching this, like the 10th month. They could be born in the 10th month, or you can meet them in the 10th month, or the 10th of the month, something like that. They're very busy. They're very, very busy. And I think they try at the start, they like don't want to cross this work boundary with you, but they like you too much. So also, there could be something about a partnership here with your work with this person, because you have the 2 of Wands, which is about a partnership. So that could be relevant for you too. But I'm going to leave it there because this reading is now 33 minutes long, or however I've cut it down to. Last card. All right, Spirit. You lay it on a bit thick here. You have the Moon, cue up the cuddles. So you're going to be getting, you're going to be getting lots of cuddles with this person. You guys are going to fall for each other very, very fast. So lots of cuddles, and you're going to have a lot of fun. They're reiterating that. Fun. Yeah. Lots of cuddles. So that's your messages, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. I would appreciate it very much. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.